Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1994 movie, Forrest Gump. It's directed by Robert Zemeckis and written by Eric Roth, and based on the book by Winston Groom. This movie follows Forrest Gump, who is a mentally challenged man who goes through different it follows like his life through the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and like and I think even the 50s, but follows his life throughout the different decades, going through different things in U.S. history, including the Vietnam War, and meeting LBJ and JFK and a bunch of other people throughout the decades and everything. John Lennon, and there was a lot of people that he met along the way. The movie really focuses on his relationship with Jenny, and who is kind of like living the opposite life of him and everything, and his friendship with Lieutenant Dan, who he saved in the war. And everything. And his friendship with Bubba, who he meets during the war that didn't make it out alive, and him keeping his promise to him by opening a shrimp company. But this was a really good movie. The cast in it is great and everything. Tom Hanks plays Forrest Gump, and he does an excellent job. One of his best performances and everything. He won his second Oscar for this movie. And he won 2 years in a row after winning for Philadelphia the year before. Personally, I think he deserved it more for this movie than he did Philadelphia, but that movie was good too. But this one, his performance is really good. I always forget how much I liked his performance in this and everything. Yeah, I don't think I think he's had other movies since then that he would have deserved an Oscar for more than this. Mainly the movie Castaway, which I'm probably going to do a review for that next year, sometime for its 20th anniversary. Michael Connor Humphreys plays young Forrest Gump, and he does a really good job too. They picked a really good kid, because I feel like it makes it believable that he's like a younger version of Tom Hanks. I think they did a good job with that and everything. Robin Wright plays Jenny as an adult, and even though I don't really like Jenny, I don't think she's a very good character. She is played very well. Robin Wright does a really good job playing her and everything. And Hannah Arhol plays young Jenny, and I thought she was really good too. The chemistry between Robin Wright and Tom Hanks is really, really good. Just like the chemistry between the younger versions and everything, that they had really good chemistry too. Gary Sinise plays Lieutenant Dan Taylor, who is the one that Forrest saves. He loses his legs and everything. And throughout the whole movie, they kind of don't really have that much of or they have like a friendship, and at first, for a while, he has a big resentment towards Forrest, but as the movie goes on, he starts to appreciate his life and appreciate Forrest saving him and everything. I think Gary Sinise gave a really great performance. He was nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars, and I don't know who he lost to. I tried to find out, but I couldn't figure it out. But I think that he should have got. He definitely was one of the ones that should have gotten it. If I don't know who he lost to, but he definitely would have deserved it if he would have won, because he gives a great performance. he is just really amazing in it. I really like Gary Sinise. I think he's a really good person outside of this movie and everything. I think he's a really good person and a really great actor too. He's had other great movie roles and stuff, but this one's easily my favorite role of his and everything. But I love how like he can go from being in this movie where he plays such a sympathetic and likable character, and then go off a few years later and do a movie like Ransom where he plays a really bad character and everything, and it's just that good of an actor. He just really is great. I hope I say his name right. Mykelti Williamson, plays Bubba, who is Forrest's friend that is in the war with him. He's only in this movie for about maybe 10-20 minutes and everything, but he's pretty good for the little bit of time he does get and everything. He's the reason why Forrest opens the shrimping company, because they were going to open it together after they got done in the war, and since he wasn't alive, Forrest wanted to keep his promise and open it without him, or open it even though he wasn't there to be with him and everything. And Sally Field plays Mrs. Gump, who is Forrest's mom, and I think she did pretty good too. She played a very likable character, even though I don't really like a lot of the things she did in it. I still like her and everything. Some of the things she tells him and stuff kind of doesn't. It's kind of like weird, but she's still a good character. I like the scene when she screws the principal or whatever it is at the school to get Forrest to be able to be in and everything. And when he leaves the house and everything, he's talking to Forrest, and he says, "You don't talk much, do you?" And Forrest doesn't say anything at first, and then he says, I think he tells him to say something or something, and he starts making the noises that the principal was making when they were having sex. I thought that was just hilarious. And everything. And also we get Haley Joel Osment as Forrest Jr. He's not in this movie very much, just a little bit at the end of it, but he was just really adorable when he was only probably 4 or 5 years old and everything. I just thought he was really adorable and everything, and he stole the scenes that he was in. But that whole cast is just really great. Alan Silverstreet's score is really good too. I think it fits the movie very well. And everything. And I love like the opening of the movie where we see the feather flying and it lands down by Forrest's feet and everything, and then at the end of it, the feather starts floating again and everything. I thought that was just a really cool way to open and end the movie and everything. I think the cinematography in this is really great too. There's some really beautiful shots of like sunsets and stuff like that and everything. And the special effects in this are really good too. I know some people say they haven't aged well, but to me they really haven't aged very well. To me, I think they really have, because I mean there's like scenes when he's meeting historical figures and stuff, and they actually use the footage of them and stuff. I thought that was really cool. And I think it was really cool that, like, the special effects they used for Lieutenant Dan's legs looked really good and everything. And, like, the scenes in the war when they're running from the explosions, those special effects are pretty good, too. And everything, and the makeup effects they use on Sally Field to make her look older and everything when it gets close to time for Forrest's mom to die, I think is pretty good too. Like now I don't know if Tom Hanks like grew a beard or not for the scene where he's running, if they let him grow a beard before they filmed those scenes, or if they used fake ones. But if they did, then they did a good job with the hair and makeup on that scene too and everything. But this is just a really good movie. I've loved this movie ever since I was a kid. I think I was 8 or 9 when I saw it for the first time, and it's been one of my favorite movies ever since. I still like it as much as I used to, and everything. I've never read the book yet. I've been wanting to. I've heard the book and the movie are a lot different, and the Winston Groom wanted to have John Goodman play Forrest Gump because he said that he didn't really imagine Forrest Gump to be like mentally challenged. He was just wanting to make him like an idiot, and he thought that it should be John Goodman playing him. And I think that would have been a really, really weird casting, but it would have been kind of interesting to see, I guess. And also other people that were up for the role, Bill Murray and Sean Penn, who would go on to play in I Am Sam and give really great performance in that movie. I think that they also had I can't remember. Oh yeah, John Travolta was the very first one they offered for it. He's another one of my favorite actors, but he went on to star in my favorite movie that came out that year, Pulp Fiction, and everything. So, in a lot of ways, I'm not too upset that he turned it down, but I also would have kind of been curious to see how he would have been as Forrest Gump. That would have been a really big double hit for him that year. I think Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction being released in the same year, if he would have been in both of them, that would have really spiked his career up and everything. But I'm really glad it went to Tom Hanks. I honestly can't picture anybody else playing Forrest Gump and everything. Even though I don't think this is his very best performance, it's definitely one of them. And I can understand why there are some people that do say it's his best and everything. And it's a really good movie. I always enjoy watching it and everything. It has some really emotional moments too, especially the scene at the end towards the end when Jenny dies and he's standing there talking to her grave. The scene's just really emotional and everything. As somebody who's lost a girlfriend and everything, it really gets me really emotional sometimes when I watch it, because I can kind of relate to it, because I've lost a girlfriend too. I mean, I wasn't married to her, but anyway, I give Forrest Gump a 10 out of 10. I think it's just a really great movie and everything, and I'd like to dedicate this video to my friend Heather. This is her favorite movie of all time. She's been asking me to review it for a long time, and I've been telling her that I was going to put it off till tonight to do it, because I wanted to wait till the 25th anniversary to review this movie and everything. So this video is for you, Heather, and she reviewed the movie on Letterboxd and everything, so I'll leave a link to her review for that. So if y'all want to check it out and everything, and check out her other movie reviews and stuff, she does pretty good movie reviews and everything. And even though I don't really have to do this, I want to leave a link to Weird Al Yankovic's song Gump, because I think it's just a really funny song, great song and everything. So if you haven't ever heard Weird Al's song Gump that's inspired by this movie, you definitely should check it out and everything. I definitely would recommend that. And if you haven't seen this movie, I definitely recommend it and everything. You definitely should see it. It's one of those movies that I know a lot of people don't like it because they say it shouldn't have won the Best Picture Oscar against Shawshank Redemption or Pulp Fiction. And while I do think Pulp Fiction was the better movie and everything, I'm not complaining, because I really like this movie, and this would have been what I would have chose if I couldn't have had Pulp Fiction and everything. And don't get me wrong, I love Shawshank, and I'm probably going to do a review for that sometime this year, but I just got to say, this movie deserved its Best Picture, even though I think Pulp Fiction was better. if they had to give it to someone else, I'm glad they gave it to this one and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's longer than most of my other reviews, but I really wanted to do this review good and everything. I hope that y'all enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if there's any other movies you want me to review or anything like that, especially if there's ones that have anniversaries coming up. If there's any particular ones you want me to do, let me know. Now, I know I'm going to be doing an anniversary review for The Jerk in December and everything, and I'm planning on, I didn't do an anniversary one for The Lion King because I'm planning on reviewing that one and the other two films in the series here within a week or two before the new movie gets out and everything. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this video, and have a good day, everybody.